Welcome to GC Cars. My name is Eric and today we are going for a POV test drive in this 2023 Genesis GV60. And in this POV test drive we are going for a drive, well, out here in the city and see how it is to drive. We're going to test the different driving modes, and we are also going to test the different recuperation, well, regenerative braking modes. But if you want to hear all my thoughts on this 2023 Genesis GV60, click in the top right hand corner for my full review where I talk about everything from the interior, the exterior, and of course we're gonna drive it and compare it to the competition. But I think with that being said, let's unplug her. So stop. Thank you. Oh, gotta unlock her first, of course. Alright, just took a while there for it to end, but now we're good to go. Charged up 80%. Okay, let's start her up. Okay, heated seats, heated steering wheel. Got my hot drink right there because it is quite cold. But no radio, and I think we go driving. How about that? Just gonna occasionally chime in. Right now we're in level 1 regenerative braking. You know what, while we're here, why don't we set it up to I-pedal, so one pedal driving, because, well, this is probably where it's going to be the most useful. But I'll be honest, I already have enough of one pedal driving. Let's set it to one regenerative braking, like I usually use it. So if we get off the throttle now, we just very slowly come into a stop. We could go to 0, so now we're just coasting. Or of course we can do 1, 2, 3, and I-pedal driving. No braking on my end here. Just the regenerative braking modes. Can change the screen also. This should give you a better view, to a map, or to have our trip odometer, drive info, whatever you want on there. So it is pretty neat in terms of information that you can get. What we can play around with for a bit is set up EV, I think. Is it an EV? No, it's is it in vehicle? Active sound design. We can play with the sound a bit and go through the different ones. Oh, Dixie Road, actually. Just pretend you're not seeing the following. I need to go here. I've never been here, and that was a surprisingly quick turn off. Okay, let's go through here. But yeah, we can change the sound. That's what I was talking about. And this is the futuristic sound. Then we have G engine, which is a bit more like an engine. Kind of hear the rumbly, rattly part a little, right? It's like an internal combustion engine, I mean, of course. And then we have E-motor, which just kind of amplifies the sound that the motors themselves make. So if I were to, I don't know if the GoPro picks that up. Like, it's a very high-pitched noise, but it is quite interestingly sounding. And the cool thing about this GV60 actually is that you can hear the motors even without any of this. So there's like when you floor it, there's a very slight hum and kind of whine from the electric motor, so you can actually hear some of the mechanical parts working. I think we can go through the infotainment here for a second, just so you can see that for yourself. So that's just the Genesis infotainment. Pretty much everyone knows, and well, I at least love. It is very good, very responsive, feature rich. We have all the info right here. It shows us the next charging stations at a Chevy dealership. Oh, look at that. And no, this is good. And then down here we have our HVAC. We can change it however we may need to do. And then down here, well, heated seats, heated steering wheel, all the good stuff. So we can give the e-motor a bit of a sound test here in a second, I think. Oh yeah, they can turn off first. But you can also do custom sound, by the way. So you can like change it a bit. You can't just put in like a audio file, unfortunately. It's not that custom. You can just kind of customize how it responds and kind of the sound makes. It would be very cool if you could enter your own sound, or to just download from a different car. It's like, oh, I like how the EQS sounds. Let's upload it into the GV6. That'd be funny. Or vice versa, of course. Okay, but we want to go back to futuristic and smallest change. That's what I like the most. The problem is anything above smallest change really gets a bit drony on the highway, because it just keeps playing the sound and it gets a little redundant and annoying. I like it in the city. I wish that you could turn it off so it doesn't play when you're at higher speeds. Maybe you can figure it out with the custom sound, but I'll be honest, in the week I have the car, I didn't get around to doing it. So you might be able to try that. Anyhow, I'm just gonna stay quiet for a bit so you can enjoy the drive. Quickly go through the drive mode, so I'll keep the pressure on the gas pedal, accelerator pedal constant. We go into sport, have more acceleration, eco, got less acceleration. If we give a bit more, eco, normal, sport, same pressure. So I didn't roll on the throttle at all there. They don't do too much. Essentially what eco does is it numbs the accelerator a little bit. So basically the curve gets a little less, well, it gets less, you know what I mean. It's not as aggressive, okay? And then sport is the opposite, more aggressive. I don't really use it much because, well, for the most part you can just do it by adjusting the input in your throttle and your accelerator, at least for the eco mode. Sport mode is a different story, but still need to have, of course. But I think with that, we can also conclude today's POV test drive. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, we have 2 more POV test drives. One's at night where we test the headlights, high beams, and we do an emergency braking test. And one's on the highway where we test the assist systems, such as the semi-autonomous lane centering assist that Genesis offers in this GV60. And on that, like I said, for all my thoughts, click on the screen right now for my full review. And if you enjoyed the video, hey, why not consider liking and subscribing? Anyhow, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, and goodbye. Jesus. Woo! Alright, I'll keep that one in.